Today, I wasn't going to watch the news, but this is pretty big. President Zelensky was set up. Part of the argument was Trump said, I wanted the American people to see this. And I'm sure Zelensky was sitting there going, you just set me up with the cameras and everything else. You do really feel set up, and he's going to feel very alone because this sort of thing is manipulation. And this is what narcissists do. So instead of saying, which I am, how disgusted I am as far as being an American and that this happened in the Oval Office, I want to show you the clip, and then I also want to talk about how this is it is a perfect example of a narcissist behavior from both J.D. Vance and Trump, and talk a little bit about it afterwards for what you do if this is in your life, because this is in a lot of women's lives. And hopefully by seeing this, you can also make sure that it never becomes a part of your life.
To Pennsylvania and campaign for the opposition in October, offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war,
he's not speaking loudly. He's not speaking loudly. Your country is in big trouble.
Can I answer?
No, you've done a lot of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not winning. You're not winning this. You have a damn good chance of coming out okay because of us.
Mr. President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks in this cabinet, and not only in this cabinet.
We gave you, through this stupid president, $350 billion. We gave you military equipment, and you men are brave, but they had to use our military.
What about
if you didn't have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3 days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days. This is something
maybe less.
In 2 weeks, of course, yes.
It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this.
Again, just say thank you.
I said a lot of times to American people.
Accept that there are disagreements, and let's go litigate those disagreements rather than trying to fight it out in the American media when you're wrong. We know that you're wrong.
But you see, I think it's good for the American people to see what's going on.
I understand, sir.
I think it's very important. That's why I kept this going so long. You have to be thankful. You don't have the cards. You're buried there. Your people are dying. You're running low on soldiers. Listen, you're running low on soldiers. It would be a damn good thing. Then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go, and I want this. Look, if you can get.
So I got that clip from Midas Touch, and you can see the full thing, which I would recommend if you can handle it. It's very triggering for people that have been in narcissistic relationships. But this, you would think this goes without saying, but it doesn't. If you ever have anyone talk to you like this in your life, either the way that Trump did or the way that J.D. Vance did, when they insist over and over again that you apologize for something that is not yours to apologize to or for, because what that is that's just saying, not that they want an apology, they want him to submit. They want him, that's a power move there, and they just want him to submit. And that's what a narcissist is interested in. They're interested in the power that they gain. They're interested in embarrassing you. They're interested in especially that narcissists love to put on a show. So to get you to bend the knee in front of people and to grovel in front of them just makes them feel fantastic. It does. So when you come across people like this, Trump or Vance, and this isn't, well, I wouldn't say that this is extreme even. This has happened to a lot of people in their relationship where they're caught in a situation exactly like this, except for without the war and without all the cameras. They are caught with someone that is doing exactly this behavior where they're yelling at them and saying, you have to apologize, and you have to see my sort of way, and there is no discussion. I would bet money that Usha's being and the kids are being abused. I would bet money on it. And when you see this behavior, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to change it. There's no way to compromise. The only thing that you can do to avoid this is to never get in a relationship. So if you see any sort of behavior like this, and I really wish someone would have told me this when I was a young girl, if you see behavior like this, you just gather your stuff and you leave. You don't even say that you're leaving. You just walk out. I wonder, I don't know on such a scale with Zelensky, but you stop. And you'll see a lot of women in this that just, they disassociate, they pull inward, and they go into their body and they just stop being there. And then what happens generally in an abusive relationship is a narcissist will then physically come in, do the finger pointing, and start screaming. And a lot of times what they'll do, because you're gray rocking them, sort of, you're just not engaging, is they get angrier and angrier until at that point they get physical or something like that. So that's how that goes along. So it's just better to gather your things and or don't gather your things and just leave the vicinity. Like, just go completely away. And here's the part that really matters, is you go completely away and you never come back. So that is not talking about the whole nation and all that stuff. This is talking about individuals, because this gave a perfect example of what a narcissist behavior looks like and how you should absolutely positively avoid it with every ounce of your being. Even if you love that person, you walk.